In this episode, we discuss From Paris with Love, starring everyone's favorite action star, bloated John Travolta.
And doughy bald John.
I think that's probably why they didn't just have John Travolta doing a dual role in this movie, because the CGI costs would have been extremely
I don't think
Prohibitive.
I think a screen can carry that amount of weight to have two John Travoltas on screen.
You mean like weight of character, right?
I mean weight of human body.
You think that the computer would shatter beneath it?
Yes.
All right.
Only after screaming, "Why?"
I only wanted to be human, to feel your human emotion of love.
From Paris. And this is John Travolta, bald goatee, earring in one ear, flamboyant scarf, leather jacket.
Pudgy.
Very pudgy. And he is
Bloated, one might
But still
say.
really charming, right?
Oh, yeah. Incredibly he is
But dangerous
He is
in like a bad boy way.
an unlikable, unstoppable killing machine. There's a lot of running around and shooting people with things. John Travolta says a lot of irritating stuff. Jonathan Rhys-Meyers is the straight man of the group. So it's
you
a
made
lot of
quotation marks.
In,
Is that
in two
I thought-
senses.
Yeah, is it are you bashing homosexuals again?
there are three real female characters in this movie. Two of them end up shot in the head, and one of them is a prostitute. That sums up the movie in a lot of ways, I feel like.
I mean John Travolta probably has no interest in them.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's clear. It's clear by the end of the film that the love story is between Jonathan Rhys-Meyers and John
And
Travolta.
what is the story? Should we get into the plot of the movie?
Oh, if you can explain the plot of this film, I will give you a coat.
Daring rooftop chase, which ends with John Travolta, I assume, having a heart attack when the cameras stop rolling.
Sweating, bacon grease pouring from his face.
I
I
assume
feel
he
bad
vomits.
for the poor stuntman who had to strap on a fat suit to do that fucking chase.
The stuntman was in the makeup chair for 6 hours.
It was
for
like
that
one of the fucking clumps or something.
when John Travolta kills, it's one of those things where he doesn't even have a license to kill. Like, he
Well,
has
the
a
thing is,
license
like,
to slaughter
You have to
or
realize
to massacre.
that John Travolta eats everything that he kills, so he doesn't waste anything. That's why it's okay for him to do it.
And that's why he's so overweight.
Oh man, the brilliant scene where we got to know John Travolta.
We're introduced to John Travolta. He's held up at customs because he has cans of an energy drink with him that the French won't let him bring in for who knows what reason. He's arguing with them, and he's a big asshole. And he's supposed to come off, I guess, as like says what he feels, no nonsense American, tough guy. But he just comes off as a jerk. And then it turns out that the cans all have gun parts in them, that he assembles.
Because he has to sneak his own gun in, because John Travolta loves his own gun.
I mean, he is, I wouldn't say a mass murderer, but he's killed many, many people.
Yeah.
He probably has some kind of psychosis that's based around his instrument of killing.
Yeah, it's really ritualized at this point.
Well, you don't see the parts. They cut out the scenes where after each of the kills, he goes back later and masturbates at the scene of the crime.
Oh man.
Sure.
He's got all the things that say super badass. He's bald.
Looks
he's
like a
doughy.
pirate.
He's got an earring that looks like a napkin ring hanging out of his
He's
ear.
visibly sweating through most of the film.
And what I
Just
love,
imagine him wiping his forehead with pieces of cheese.
And then eating it.
before devouring them, possibly biting his fingers in the process.
Not even realizing.